Changes. What's your favorite song with change in it? Change with the times.
Oh gosh, there's a really good song we used to
Change, change,
sing when we were in
change.
high school, and I
Change
can't
with
remember
the
it, but it was
times.
slow. You would know if you heard it. I'll find it and send it to you.
Change. And y'all, I know that chain is not change. It's chain of fools. Don't worry. People are like, that's not the word, Roxanne. I know. Change. I'm trying to think now. I can't think of songs with change in it. I'm a little bit embarrassed.
I literally can just like hear.
Seasons change, people change. It's been so long since I found
Oh.
you, yet it feels like yesterday. That's expose. You're welcome. This is not a radio channel. It's okay. Hey, Tabor, tearing up my heart.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. We're talking about change today.
I love change. Do you?
I actually do. I embrace change. I'm down with change. I've always prided myself on being like, okay, because I'm like, okay, what's the new puzzle we get to figure out? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I need to do my puzzles. I need to get into that. Back into that. So things change, and let's change it up. Since I asked you that, what's going on in your life behind the scenes? I did that. We're doing that first. I know. What change is a theme today? Why not?
Wow. Okay. Well, speaking of change, I got my hair chopped yesterday.
Looks so cute.
Chop that the dead. I do hair extensions, so I cut the hair extensions and I got it colored, new color.
Looks very good.
And Roxanne, drum roll. I had my first facial yesterday.
How was it?
Yes. It was good. No one warned me about the blackhead part that hurt.
Oh yeah, that's the best when they do the extractions. That's what we call the extractions. Yeah.
She was
Y'all,
like scraping.
I gave her a day at the spa that she's never actually taken me up on. Like she has the
I know.
So
You forgot to include the babysitter part. Like, are you flying out to watch the kids?
I could. Yes, I could.
It's still on my radar, but I'm like, you know what? I'm already had the hair appointment and they posted on Instagram that they were doing facials for summer special. And I was like, I'm gonna do it before I get my hair done. So I booked it a while ago and I was like, oh, it's just so nice.
So fun. So nice. And now she has been pampered. Self-care in her 30s is officially on.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
my
a
self-care era.
That's a change. Y'all,
change.
the theme is change. We're going to be talking about in a little while like, some of the major changes that have been done like on the gram, as well as a change on FloDesk if you're an emailer. We'll be talking about that. But right now we're talking about changes. So that's a major change you did in your life.
Yeah.
Having a facial. Would you do it again?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. I actually already booked my next one with this girl. So
look at that.
How about you?
Sure that doesn't expire, by the way. That gift card, does it expire? Do you know?
I don't know.
You should probably check.
I'll call and like explain like what happened. Because the hard thing is, this is why I haven't used it, you guys. It's 45 minutes away. And so
it's a real spa, people, not like that.
It's a real spa. It's not my hair salon facial. So I'm like, originally had it all booked, had a babysitter lined up and got deathly ill. So I'm like, it takes a lot to find a babysitter for a full day thing.
Takes apparently like a couple years. She'll find one though, or the kids will babysit themselves. It'll be one or the other. They'll be old enough. I don't know.
There we go. There we go.
go.
I'm going for that one.
There we go. Change in my life. I'm really in the rest cycle right now. For those of you who don't know human design, as a manifestor, which is what I am, we rest 80% of the time and we create 20% of the time. We initiate. And I am in that rest. And so that's a change for me. This is the first time I've embraced my rest cycle and just said, okay, you're resting. I see you. I hear you. Rest, lady, rest. Also, a month anniversary. That's a change. I've been married for a month. What do you think about those apples?
Married lady.
Married lady. And we got our pictures and they're amazing. So that's super fun.
I need to see more of them. So please post more.
I will post. They're so good. Like they are so good. Alfred, his name's Alfred. So he's going to be good. Alfred Anderson. Think about that name.
That is a photographer name.
It is. He nailed it. He did an amazing job, and we are thrilled. So that's good. That's good stuff. Yeah.
Good.
So change is the theme.
Yeah. Instagram.
And yeah, I thought what we do is we talk about like some of the changes and how they impact you to help your business in one way or another. I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest question I get asked by just in general, like if I look back on all the questions I get asked about Instagram, it's how do I stop the creepy men from contacting me? That's truly, I get that question like consistently.
Can you? Can you stop it? You're beautiful, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. Hold, please, though. Hold that. We'll be right back. My computer's about to die. I don't know where I put the charger.
Okay. Oh, okay.
How about I take these off my head before I go? Glad I saw the warning sign.
You're like, and hold, please. Here's a commercial from your sponsors.
I can't hear you.
Roxanne is so cool, just the coolest.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. It still says low battery.
Let me clap and mark it.
Hold on. Something
when you're ready.
Bye, darling. Have a great day. Okay, how we doing?
Good. I can hear you. Ready?
Okay. So big complaint people make, right, is how do I stop the creepy man? I'm like, I don't have that magical power. But you know who does? Instagram does. And they just announced a major change that is going to help reduce the creepy males, but also it's going to affect the way you do your business too. So let's listen up. Not that you're a creepy male, but listen up. This is what they're doing. Okay, so starting, they said immediately, we'll see, that they're rolling out. If someone is not, if you don't, let me say this right. If someone messages you and you have an opportunity to accept their message, y'all probably already seen that before, right? You can accept, deny, or block. So when it's somebody new, and I'm not sure if they're following you or not, check on that. Let's say but they can send you one message and it can't have any photos. So for those of you who are getting dick pics, which I never did, but some people did, they can't send you dick pics. So if they're not following you and if you're not following, if you have, am I saying that right? If they're not following, no, that doesn't make sense. It's not just a follow thing.
I think if you're not following them, because I'll follow someone and I still can't message without the accept, deny, block.
Let me get the exact info. I want to say this right for everybody because it's different and it's good. And they sent this to me and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy good. No, first of all, they can't send you a picture. So that no more, like I said, dick pics, which for those you getting it, you'll put explicit on this.
Yeah, looks like I have to.
Okay, well, hang on. Now I'm not even seeing the update. I am annoyed. You want to clap again?
Well, I never got any of those dick pics, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I'm curious how it relates to people's businesses.
Well, this is what
regardless.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. I'll get the exact wording. It's not showing up, but here's the thing. You're only allowed to send them one message. So for those of you who keep sending people things and they ghost you, they don't respond, you can only send one message. And so this literally has less to do with the creepy men and more to do with how we as network marketers are doing our business. If you are spamming, I'm going to use the word spamming. If you're spamming people you don't know or sending people you don't know messages, maybe you're not spamming them and you keep sending them messages, you can't do that any longer. So that one message, if you see someone that you're like, they rock, I want to talk to them, I want to know them more, hope one day they join my business or buy my product, you got to be really, really specific about that first message you send, because you will be blocked from sending them any more messages unless they accept them. And let's face it, why are they going to accept it if they're not responding to you?
Yeah. So that does not mean send them a whole paragraph of a whole story of why they should join your business.
No, it means you're going to be really creative about that first message that you send. Okay, I found it. Good Lord, it's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all, sorry. Okay.
And
so,
it is?
Instagram is trying to make it more difficult for people you don't follow to spam you with unwanted DM requests. So it is follow. If they don't follow, if this person is not following you, you don't get a right to just send them a bunch of messages. They tested this back in June, and now they've rolled it out. They're only going to let users you don't follow send a one message invite before they can start chatting with you. One message. You only get one shot to not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself. You should know that's Michigan. You know that, right? Okay, good.
Eminem, I saw him the other day.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so the message can only contain text. So that means you no longer can see any unsolicited photos, videos, or voice messages. So any of you who are loving the voice messages or doing the video, you can't. You get text, black and white, put it out there. Okay. Before you could do an unlimited number of messages, as many of you know, which now you can't. So now.
So you get one message to people that don't follow you.
And the way it looks, yes, that's right, is this.
Yeah.
It literally says something like, invite Taryn to chat. So that they'll have a little pop-up if you don't chat with them. Invite Taryn to chat. And it'll say on it, you can only send one message in this invite. And that reminds you to remember the community guidelines. So you can send that one message. And when you hit send, that's all you get, my friends. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this is what you need to know. It's time to change your couple things. If you were doing bots, some of you are like, I want to do bots. Think about that. If you have someone sending out messages for you, or if you are just sending out some blind messages to people, you need to be very strategic about what that message is, because you get one. And like,
even if like you're commenting on their stories and stuff, like, does that count as like one message if you like send a heart?
That I don't know, and I haven't seen any
curious
on that. That is a very good question. I've not seen anything like, how does that impact stories? We need to know, Graham. Let us know. Meta, let us know. But the thing about it is that their goal is they want people to be able to control their inbox. And I get that. But the thing about that is you've got to be very strategic, y'all. And like Taryn said, do not send a whole message about joining a business, all these things. That's how you can guarantee not to get in. So what should you put is probably the question people are asking. If it's someone that you don't follow, or that does not follow you, and you're sending them a message, my recommendation is this. Make sure you have done some commenting on their posts, some genuine commenting on their posts. So read their posts and do some genuine commenting on that. And then I still wouldn't go directly to the chat. I would spend maybe a week or two commenting on their posts. Most people shouldn't be posting like crazy. It's not like you have to do like 85 responses, right? And then once you do that, then write a comment to them saying, hey, love your content. Had a question about blah, blah, blah. It would be great if you started with, I'm wondering, ask them a question based on what they posted. Because we all know people answer questions, and not a question like, would you like more information, or would you like to buy from me? They're going to ask, answer questions, like make them the expert, ask them a question that has to do with what they've put out there so that you can then start the dialogue.
Yes. Just like if you are going to a party and you're starting with some small talk and having a conversation with someone.
Right. Don't make it like, where are you from? That's creepy. What do you do?
Oh, where are you from? Is that your boyfriend?
What's your
What?
sign? Yeah. Do you have a boyfriend? What's your sign? Like nothing like that. Ask them something that's specifically about what they post. It could even be
Yeah.
something like, oh my gosh, I loved that outfit you were wearing in your last post. Where did you get it?
Boom.
That would even
Opens
work.
up a conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
there's someone who's like
Hey, you're
limited on
reading, I
content,
saw you're reading that book. What did you think about it?
right? If there's someone who doesn't have like content is not their thing, so they're not putting out like they're not a professional putting out content in some way, then I would say like make it genuine, like, oh, I loved that or this or that. Just don't make it creepy
Mm-hmm.
because you are a
Which I
stranger.
feel like there's starting to be a little bit of an elevation
Yes,
with the less creepiness.
I agree with you,
So
but
people, yeah.
the reason I say don't make it creepy is because now you're thinking, oh crap, I have to do one question and try and spark the conversation. And we said like conversational, like you just met them at the store, where you might be more like, oh, where do you live? If you're at yoga, where that would be weird to do on the gram with a message.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going
Yeah.
there.
So I don't think
Yes.
y'all are doing creepy right now, but when you're thinking, I got one question, what do I ask them? Then you're like the boy who's never like hit on a girl and you're trying to hit on a girl and you don't know what to say. I love your
Oh
teeth.
God. Yeah.
You're gorgeous. Okay, that's
Thanks.
weird. Yeah.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that
And I will say
cheeky?
too, so I have someone right now on my account who's like interacting, and my grandfather has passed away, and I made a post about it, and she messaged me about it, and it felt a little weird. Like that's an example of a weird, like,
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm like, I don't even know who the hell you are. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like,
She could have put the so sorry on the in the comments like everybody else.
yeah, like don't send
Right?
me a message. It was a
It was
little
intrusive,
too
huh?
personal.
You didn't like that, eh?
Felt a little intrusive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I'm
speaking of
not
that,
following her back. So that's interesting.
yeah, there you go. What you know what's interesting about that is I posted a post about my grandma passing away, and the first image was
Yeah.
because it happened to be like our 1 year anniversary or 1 year, 1 month,
Wedding.
1 year.
Yeah.
Huh, time flies. And what's funny is, you know, the people who didn't read the caption and the people that did. Because the
Yeah.
people who didn't are like, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. That's so great. Which thank you. I appreciate that. But probably not the response you would make if you read the caption. Where I
Read
literally
the
talk
whole
about
thing.
read the caption if you're gonna comment. Don't just base it on the picture, because I'm like, oh, I'm not offended or anything, but I'm like, okay, you didn't read it. It's all right, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah,
little time.
just a little. Take that moment. So the other big
Okay. So there's that change.
yeah
Mhm.
changes that's going on right now is our good friends at FloDesk made it a little bit easier for you to get people off of your social media and onto your gram. And I have to actually, I'm going to read what they sent because I just think it was very, I'm like, oh, that's strong wording, but, or, and I should say, I appreciated it because maybe y'all need to hear it from someone else or rather than us. So what they said, which I thought was like, oh, that's strong and I like it. So it's called social forums, but they literally said this: we hear you. It's painful to put time and effort into social media only to risk losing your audience overnight. Dun, dun, dun. Or end up on the wrong side of the algorithm. Dun, dun, dun. So we spent the past few weeks building the easiest way for you to own your social media audience in 3 steps. What I love is like to own your social media audience. That's what we talk about.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
if you
Take
want to
those
own
people you're
them,
hanging out with and then actually, quote unquote, own them.
own them. Yeah. So get them off of social media. Like they're your people, they're following you, they're your community. How do you own that so you control the content? Now, y'all, they wouldn't make such a bold statement. And sometimes I think you're like, does that really happen to people? That's not real. They wouldn't make
Yes.
such a bold statement here if it's not impacting businesses and network marketers and all the jazz in a big way, and coaches in a big way. Like, you do not own that content. You do not own that
Mm-mm.
content, and you do not own the people consuming it. So what they've done is they've
Mm-hmm.
made something called social forums. If you're on FloDesk already, that is what I recommend. There's a link at the bottom of this if you want to get a discount and get a free month of joining it and a free year discounted, 50% off. But what you're able to do is then make basically their version of a link in bio, where that people can automatically immediately subscribe, or even get your freebie, get your lead gen. So if you have
Yeah.
FloDesk, check it out, because they added it on. You're not paying anything extra for it. It's just a new feature inside of FloDesk, which I love that. It says social forums. It'll have a little new tag. If you don't have FloDesk, maybe it's time for you to consider getting FloDesk.
Mine didn't. So I went into FloDesk and mine was under forms. So I had to create a new form and then I could see social form.
Oh,
Yeah. It wasn't like at the top
okay.
because I was like, where is this thing? And so I had to go like internally into it. So, but it is there. And when you go to make a new form, you have the option of like having the form built in, and then you can have places for other links right there. So people have one link they click from your bio.
Yes. So you can even have a link like to your hero product or to other things as well too on there.
Mm-hmm.
So enjoy. And you
Love
can also
it.
have it branded out. So it looks like you, it feels like you, all the things.
Yeah. You can do a little intro, make it cute.
Yes. I love these updates.
And that's it for changes, guys. Like
changes.
Yeah, I think that's the song I was maybe thinking of. I'm
I've
gonna
been
have
saying
to
that
listen
since
to
the
it
beginning.
now.
Changes.
No, but it doesn't.
I doubt it. That's the song. That's too old for you.
This is an old song though.
Changes.
I'll find it, guys.
That's another one.
No, not that.
There they are, y'all. So, hey, P.S. And by the way, if you have questions you'd love for us to answer here on the pod, please don't hesitate to just go to our Instagram at RoxTalks. Don't you worry. If I'm not following you, I am checking those out. I will approve your one question and then we can go from there. Worry not.
Yes.
Here to assist you and support you in all the ways. Also want to remind you that there are a bunch of awesome resources available for you on the podcast page, as well as at roxtalks.co. And yeah, that's what I got for you. You want to review this? Give
That's
us
what we
review.
got for you guys.
5 stars, preferably. That'd be awesome as well, too.
Yes. We appreciate you all. You guys are rocking your business. Keep it up and keep tuning in.
Bye, everybody.